move that out of the way. All right, so what I ended up doing was making a Conda environment to download all this. You can install Django CookieCutter from pip. You can install it from Conda. Let's see, the GitHub page is pretty easy to follow. Let's see, over at in the documentation, or which is on read the docs, or follow it off of the GitHub page. But let's see, it's going to install some packages. And let's see, we're going to go through building one of these in just a moment. So what do you get with CookieCutter? Let's see, why is this? What's the difference between Django and Django CookieCutter? Okay, Django is the web server framework. It allows for middleware. It allows for extensions to be built on. And CookieCutter is as a package group of all of these packages, and let's see, a series of best practices worked out by several Python programmers. So
not to interrupt you, Jeremy, sorry, but we are seeing your presenter view rather than the presentation view, if that's a thing that is easy to fix.
First time keynote. Let's see. Okay. I know. I have two screens, and I was expecting to show this one on the screen while I had my notes on the other one. Anyway. No,
it's not the hugest deal, so you know.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. First time giving a keynote presentation. I was expecting it to show up in my main screen, but it's not doing that. Let's see. Share. Okay. I'll go ahead and like this. Let's see. The picture in the background is an octopus that has grabbed a whole bunch of shells and it's protecting itself. Let's see. It's found things lying around. It's able to collect items and make itself into a stronger fortress, if you will. Anyway, same idea with Django CookieCutter. There are several projects that are found out in the wild. It's pulled them together as in a best of breed application. And so it also helps set these up properly in the process. So let's see, it has Twitter Bootstrap. And what this allows for is the ability to make your page look a certain way, have column layouts and a big hero section like it shows here in the screenshot. But it also allows for what your buttons should look like, easy animations, let's see, being able to manipulate forms and being able to present those effectively. So it has user authentication using Django AllAuth. What this means is there's about 50 backends that you can put it with and have these sign-in features, things like Facebook and Twitter and GitHub and other kind of authorizations, so that your website doesn't have to host those things. Your website just hooks or has the interconnection so that you can take advantage of other people's authorization systems. It's a huge time save, and let's see, lots of headaches are either deferred or completely gotten rid of. It's got email systems that are internal, but it can also use other email systems as well. So things like if you have AWS and you'd rather use that email system, let's see, it is very configurable. So you can deploy it to Heroku, and I hear that this is a great way to save some money. But let's see. It has different databases already configured. So Postgres, or SQLite is kind of the default. You can put Postgres or MySQL or any one of the other enterprise applications, things like Amazon RDS. Let's see. It has Docker integration. You don't have to use Docker integration, but it's nice that it's there. And let's see. Shut this one down. The whole idea is based off of a book. It's called 2 Scoops of Django. And here is where some of the ideas are told about. This is a good book to read in concert with getting one of these projects going. He goes through why he chose this particular framework over this one, what are some trade-offs as far as security goes. Let's say it gets really in depth into the reasoning behind creating one of these websites. And so, let's see, and Django CookieCutter is kind of the proof of concept that are told about in this book. So there's about 4,000 different cookie cutter recipes that are available. And we're gonna, let's say you can have it in several combinations. If you like React on the front end instead of the Twitter Bootstrap, if you like, let's say Angular.js, then you can use that as a front end as well. You know, there are several combinations that are easier to use. And what we're going to do is go through creation, just the first introduction to making one of these websites. So down at the very bottom, you'll see I ran CookieCutter, and it's going to ask me for a name, email, GitHub username, and what do I want my project to be called? The project slug, this is what's going to be available on the internet. So I'm going to keep that as is. A short description. Let's see, I have the same one. Let's see, what kind of a version do you want? And use PyTest, of course. Use black. Okay, this is an opinionated formatter. So I'm going to say no. Do you deploy with Travis? This is a CI/CD development environment. So it's got integration for these types of things. No. Let's see. The PyUp badge, you'll have to excuse me. I'm not sure what that one was. So if anybody knows, let's see. I'll be taking questions at the end, and we'll answer that one. So do you have a favorite as far as click, art parse, or no command line interface? I usually do 3. I'm not interested in too much of the command line interface for Django websites. Yes, create authored files. You can figure out which license it is. So, and that's kind of the walkthrough. What it will do is create let's see, create this website or create the setup for a website, and there we go. It's a little bit easier to see. It can be configured to use with PyCharm as well. Let's see, the PyCharm integration that it has is the ability to add on the migrate and make migration tools into that run box in the top right corner as part of the dropdown. So it's, let's see, it also sets it up for use with Django projects. If you have the pay for version of PyCharm, then let's see, that integration will show through. So far, any questions about what PyCharm does, or sorry, what CookieCutter does? Nope. Okay. Well, thank you very much.